To begin our program today, we're going to talk about current events, things in the news.
Faith at the forefront of today's events from a Catholic cultural perspective.
And I'm Father Gerald Murray. So what is this film about, and where did you get the inspiration to do it? And joining me is Joe Concha of The Hill, newspaper in Washington. Historical knowledge leading to action in the present. Thank you, Kelly.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you.
The visitor this evening is one of my students, Father Gerald Murray. He used to have black hair, too.
That's right. I was ordained in 1984, and I've been involved in pro-life things since I was a newly ordained priest. The pro-life movement is people who step out of anonymity and do something, including Joan Andrews, Joan Bell, now married to Chris. And they do a lot of different things, and they produce a lot of good.
Joining me now, Father Gerald Murray, pastor of the Holy Family Church in New York City, also a canon lawyer. He joins us from Rome. Father Murray, first let me get your thoughts on this day. This was a surprise for a lot of people.
I was surprised, and it was a wonderful surprise. I'm very impressed he chose the name Francis. St. Francis is probably the most beloved saint by both Catholics and non-Catholics. And when St. Francis received his revelation from Christ, the Lord told him, rebuild my church. And I think that's exactly what the new Pope will have as his mission, to rebuild the church. And by his example and by the name Francis, he's reminding us true joy in life does not come through wealth and riches. It comes from serving God and serving our neighbor. The first reaction of the New York Daily News to tell people God's not going to help you, God's not going to fix this. This is the insensitivity of those who assume atheism is self-evident. Love of neighbor is more powerful than hatred. And we have a duty to defend the innocent. Military spending is good when it defeats people like ISIS. Police work is good when it does what we need it to do. The General Sisi in Egypt, he knows darn right well, what it is.
Did you say what I thought you said,
I'm getting
Father?
a little upset, forgive me. Okay. We cannot live this secrecy and hiding. That is a horrible thing and needs to be rejected. The ends don't justify the means. The circumstances don't change the morality of a human act. The Pope is someone we respect and love, but on the other hand, as in any family, if you don't speak honestly to your parents, you're doing a disservice to them. We're supposed to say, Holy Father, can you explain to us how what you're saying now doesn't contradict what Pope John Paul II said? The Pope is not a man of the left. He is not someone who's out to undo Catholic doctrine. On the other hand, he is a figure like Mother Teresa who draws the world's attention because he goes to the areas where poor people are and brings the love of Christ. There will be surprises, but they're going to be in the direction, as he said, of bringing the gospel to the world in an effective way. And it's for everyone to get out there and say, Jesus is the answer to the question you have.
How wonderful that good Counsel homes are honoring Father Gerald Murray, one of the great teachers of the faith in our time, and using especially very effectively the various media to keep us on the steady course of the truths of the faith. God bless your celebration in a special way. God bless Father Murray.